Hi Aquarius, welcome to all my fellow Aquarians, all the lovely Aquarius energy out there. Welcome to your September 2018 reading. We're going to get straight into it. I'm not going to talk too much astrology today. There's a few things going on that are key for us happening in September. I hope, by the way, you all survived the eclipse season of all the changes, the eclipse that happened in August, and then we had one in February in our signs. So I hope everything's going well for you. But in terms of September, note down these dates, Aquarius, because these are key dates for us. So on the, where should we start? On the 6th of September, our ruling planet Saturn will go direct. Yay! Thank goodness. So Saturn is our traditional ruler, okay? So we're ruled by Saturn and Uranus, which you probably already know. But Saturn, you know, brings challenges, obstacles. Oh my God, it's the planet that basically whoops your ass. There's no other way to put it. But finally, he will go direct on the 6th. So that's a good day. And it will actually happen just a few days before we have the new moon on the 9th. The new moon will be in Virgo. So we're going to have Saturn turn direct, then we're going to have a brand new moon, which is good. And then following that, we're going to have Mars back in our sign, not in retrograde, which is just amazing energy for us. Mars will come back into our sign around the 10th. So these dates might be a day or two out, depending on where you are in the world. But where I am in Europe, so it will be the 6th, the 9th and 10th. And Mars in our sign is going to be great. We had Mars in our sign when it was in retrograde, and you might have felt all the drama. But when Mars is direct, this is good for us because Mars, okay, it's the planet of war, it's the planet of conflict, but it's also the planet of determination, ambition, and drive. And having that energy around us or in our first house can only mean good things. It can only mean that this is the time to get stuff done. So if you've got goals, aspirations, anything you're working on, September looks like it could be a very, very good month with Mars in our sign and also with our ruling planet direct. So have a wonderful September. Whatever comes out in this reading, have a wonderful September and be your wonderful Aquarius self. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising. Okay, that's too many. If there is a message for Aquarius, wow, they're falling already. Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising, please let it be known. Spirit, so what does Aquarius need to know? Aquarius, the ruler of the 11th house. If there's a message, judgment, a second chance. And I'm sure, was it you guys? I'm sure maybe last month or a few months ago, we might have had the judgment fall out as long as talking about second chances. But either way, if it wasn't Aquarius, but I'm sure it was, judgment has fallen out. So that's a message for someone. Judgment, the energy is a second chance. Exactly that. It's a second chance, but also it's about looking back at what's happened. Okay, so you can make a judgment or an evaluation on that to move you forward with the second chance. So we'll see if that comes out in the full message. Okay, so first card for Aquarius is the theme. Second card is Aquarius's issue or heart of the matter. Third card is the recent past for Aquarius. What was that flipped? The Hermit. So Hermit is about going within yourself, following your own intuition, following your own thoughts, dreams, advice. You know, tuning out anything unhelpful. Is also the card that represents the sun sign of Virgo as well. Okay, fourth card for Aquarius, Ace of Wands. We're moving, or someone is moving forward with a brand new start. Ace of Wands, so that's the brand new start, the new beginning. Could be linked to anything creative or anything that you're really, really passionate about. With the Ace of Wands, you know, this could be linked to relationships because relationships are passionate, but it's not the Ace of Cups. That would definitely suggest a relationship. But there will be a new start with something that is very, very close to your heart, something that you're quite passionate about. And that new start will move you forward. Six of Swords, yeah? So this is about moving away from challenge. The Suit of Swords is very, very challenging. It also represents the air signs. So this is our energy. And as you can see, you've got two people in the boat. moving away from this difficult water to calmer waters. So there'll be a journey, a message that someone needs to hear. There'll be a new start and you will be moving forward. Okay, fifth card for Aquarius will be the advice. And the sixth card will be a potential outcome. I also want to say, Aquarius, thank you for all your views, your likes, shares and subscribes, because my God, last month you guys really came out with your likes, shares and subscribes. Okay, the Lovers card. So, decisions on one hand with the Lovers, but it's also traditionally, you know, about love as well. Also represents the sun sign of Gemini. Let's see if that comes out. So thank you, Aquarius. Okay, this is all nice and shuffled. Two of Cups. Ooh, the Lovers just fell out. Could be a relationship with someone. Alright, let's see. Let's see where your energy is. Okay, Aquarius, 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 Sun, Moon, Rising. Where's the message for Aquarius? I feel really pulled here. I don't even need to go there. For some reason, I'm just being pushed to read from here. So whatever the message is, we'll roll with it. Okay, bottom of the deck energy is Seven of Pentacles. So that is about patience. Guys, this is about potential for success, real potential for success, and not just short-term success or a little bit of success. It is real success because it's the Pentacles suit. It's stability, financial, could be financially related, but it's the area of life that we consider secure because it's the Pentacles suit, and there is potential for success, but there needs to be some patience. So let's see. Okay, Queen of Cups in reverse, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, Death in reverse, aha, Six of Wands, wow, and the Eight of Cups. Real mixture here. Aquarius, let's take a look at this closely. Okay. Yeah, okay. Looking at this message that's fallen out of Aquarius, it feels very much to me like for some of you, there needs to be a bit more focus on what it is that makes you content and your abundance, or what abundance means to you. You take what resonates, you know, with you, because you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, and you've got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the card of abundance. Can't speak. So the issue here is abundance. What actually makes you happy, Aquarius? What would it mean to be happy for you? What would it mean to have everything that you need, have, you know, everything around you, you know, in whatever way it resonates, whether it be love, money, you know, a job. The heart of the matter for some Aquarius here is abundance, and traditionally this card in most decks is a lady in a garden. You know, you've got a garden with loads of flowers and everything's really healthy and flush, and there's fruit, and you know, it's a real picture of abundance and having everything you need, and there's birds singing, and you know, it's really beautifully illustrated. But it is about being at that stage of contentment, you know, just before we get to 10, which is, you know, our ultimate stability, our ultimate what we actually need. This is like the wish card. What is it that would make you content? And I feel like once you're sure on whatever it is that would make you content, you need to go back and focus on it and start nurturing it if you haven't been. Because you've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, and, you know, upright. The Queen of Cups is, it is that emotional, nurturing, loving, focused energy. You know, the Cups suit represents matters of the heart, how we feel. And the Queen of Cups is also a card of intuition. It's a bit like the High Priestess. It's about, you know, being in tune emotionally with, you know, whatever the card is situated around. But she's come out in reverse. So it feels to me like there's a little bit of a disconnect between what it is that would make you happy or content and your focus on it, or you being in tune with it. If this is a person, this could be an earth sign person, because it's the pentacle suit representing earth, you know, which could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Yeah. But if it's not a person, if it's not an earth sign person, it could be anybody, but it could just be generally what makes you content, Aquarius. I think that moving forward, that is going to be the focus for September, and that is what you're going to need to work on. It shows here in the recent past, it shows here a new start. Or it looks like this was a new start that maybe didn't quite get off the ground. It didn't quite transform as it should have done. Because in the present you've got death, but death is not the right way up. Death is, upside down. And I think last month, well, actually not I think, I know, the last reading I did for Aquarius, death did come up, but death was upright and death was up here. Death was in your theme. So, but now death is a month later below your theme in the present. There has been forward movement, but it's upside down. So I feel like if this is for the Aquariuses that I read for, or that it resonated with last month, that transformation, that death, that letting go that we spoke about, that Spirit put to us, that came out in the card, it was clearly there. And since then there's been some kind of movement, but I feel like there's been a backtrack, or maybe that new start that some of you were hoping for with the Ace of Swords. It could be a mental new start as well. It didn't quite take off, or it hasn't taken off yet, with death in reverse. And I feel like in the present, what some Aquariuses need to be thinking about is this abundance and this connection back to what actually is going to make you content. So the Queen of Cups is the right way up, and then hopefully the transformation can happen and death will also be the right way up rather than in reverse. I feel like there's been a lack of, I don't want to say transformation because that is the word that I would use to describe death, but I feel like there's been a lack of, something hasn't quite, the road hasn't quite fully opened is what I'm being pushed to say. I feel like from, if this is the message for the same Aquariuses, from the last month to now, when that death energy was so present up here as the theme, there's still work to be done to make sure that that transformation actually happens. And death also as a card represents the sun sign of Scorpio. So it could be that this is linked to a Scorpio. It could be that in the present, your content feeling, or whatever it is that you need to be content, that you are currently disconnected from Aquarius, is linked to this Scorpio, who's also come up. There's a bit of a disconnection as well in the present. If it's not a person, and it's just generally in life, then there needs this needs work in the present. Because if you're able to work on this, I feel like if this connection, if you're able to turn the Queen of Cups the right way up, and become more connected to what it is that would really make you content, your wish card, then there will be success, because that's in your advice position. You've got the Six of Wands here, so it's there for you, Aquarius. It's there for the taking. The transformation, the success, what it is that you really want, it's there for the taking. But I feel like with these reversals, that's what's holding you back. I feel like that's what's holding you back. I feel like you need to reconnect, Aquarius. I don't feel like this is somebody else. I feel like this is your energy, especially with the Ace of Swords here, because that would represent, all the air signs as well, and that would represent you. And it feels like this new start, or this new opportunity, whether it was a new start or a new opportunity, you take what resonates with you, that was there in the recent past, that's linked to this transformative energy here, or this Scorpio needs your attention. You need to transform these three areas of your life. It feels like you connecting back to this new start, making this transformation happen and death be this way rather than in reverse. And that will ultimately be the success to move you forward. I feel like there will be some departure though, because that's the outcome. There will be some emotional departure because it's the 8 of Cups. Now, whether this is, you know, your emotional departure from something that wasn't making you content, and now you're more focused on your content feelings and what it is that you want, it may well mean that you do need to depart from something else that wasn't serving you, just like last month when death was up here, you know, and I said to you, if it needs to fall away, then it needs to fall away. And I feel very much the same looking at this spread. I feel like it's a similar message, but I get the feeling that there was a false start, sadly. Maybe for someone or for some people, there was a false start with the new start, even though it may have been exactly what you wanted or exactly what you needed, because in the last reading, you know, this feels to me like it was linked to the last one, especially with the death energy that's just shifted from here to here. And that does happen sometimes. I do these readings for some signs and it's like a couple of months, it's the same sort of message that's coming up until, you know, the progress or the movement happens. But I feel this is just spirit just pushing you in the right direction, which is the refocus. I feel you need to connect. You need to think, Aquarius, what it is that you truly want. Let's pull some more cards. Let's pull some more. I'm going to look at this present energy. Yeah? I'm going to take a look at this death present energy, because I feel like this is really significant for you, Aquarius, because, you know, we've had all these eclipses, we've had all this change, we've had it all as a sun sign this year. We really have had it all, with all the, you know, retrograde energy, Mars with us, and then, you know, it's just been a lot. So it wouldn't surprise me that there are a lot of Aquariuses out there who are experiencing this F energy. I've experienced it myself, you know, but it's been good. The falling away has been good to make way for new things. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so what does Aquarius need to know? Okay, these two fill out. I do like to read the jumpers, and you've got here the 5 of Wands and you've got the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so now I was focusing on this energy here, the death in reverse. So the 5 of Wands is battle, and often this is sometimes internal battle. When I see this card a lot, sometimes it resonates with me, but it's not always battle with other people, it's more so internally. So I don't know if there's been an internal battle for you, Aquarius, over this transformation. Why? Or over this Scorpio or this person, you know, or this potential water sign. It doesn't have to be Scorpio. It represents Scorpio, but, you know, Scorpio is a water sign, so it could be a Cancer as well. It could be Cancer or Pisces, or it might not even be a person. It might just be the transformation that needs to happen in your life. Feels like there's been some kind of internal battle. You've got the 3 of Pentacles fall out with it as well. And 3 of Pentacles is about expansion. 3 is the number of expansion, first of all, I should say. And in this particular suit, it is exactly that. It's expanding, but not just, you know, expanding randomly. It's, you know, building foundations, because it's the Pentacles suit. So it's about being solid. It's about being stable. It's about being, you know, long term. This is like more like longevity. I think I pronounced that right as a word, longevity. This is what this suit represents. So I feel like the message here is this internal battle. You need to recognize that the expansion or the transformation of death could bring about some kind of expansion, but it's not just going to be any old expansion. It will be long term. Now, whether this is, you know, love, whether you need to focus on what makes you content, and you need to pay more attention to what makes you content in a relationship, and you need to be honest with the other person about it, so that there can be that transformation, you know, and that internal battle can stop, and there could be expansion on the relationship, or whether it's a job. or a place or a thing. You take what resonates with you, but it feels like the battle needs to stop. If there is a battle over this transformation, or if you are trying to fight it, why it has not gotten off of the ground, why the Ace of Swords, the new start or the new beginning, is in the past, then the battle that you've been having with yourself, or any battle that you've been having against this transformation, Aquarius, I feel like you need to let it happen, is what I'm being pushed to say. Because realistically, when you think about it, an Ace of Swords, an ace of any ace, you know, it doesn't have to be the Ace of Swords, it could be the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, whatever. But the aces are the new beginnings, the aces are the new starts, the aces are the opportunities. Nobody wants it in the recent past. Nobody wants it stuck here, you know. We want the ace to be like, you know, the heart of the matter, or the theme, so that it shows that there's progress, there's forward movement. We want the ace to be the present, what's going on now, or we even want the ace to be the future. We don't really want, you know, the new start, the potential, the fresh beginnings, the opportunities to be stuck here. And it will be stuck here if you fight the transformation and death's energy doesn't reverse and turn the right way up. Because even if this, you know, okay, let's just say even if this opportunity does stay in the past, with the transformation, if it's the right way up and it happens, then the success will still be there, and you'll still emotionally depart from whatever it is that no longer serves you, when death's energy took away whatever it was that you didn't need. But while he's upside down in reverse, we're gonna be stuck. This success, the Six of Wands, is not going to happen, you know. And the Six of Wands is directly underneath the abundance and what makes you happy and being content. So the way I'm reading this and the way it's coming to me is that this is the issue. This is the real issue. Okay, the resistance, the battle, yeah, and not letting the expansion happen, the resistance to death, the resistance to change, the battle, and not letting the expansion happen is the real issue. Even though in the heart of the matter it's your contentment, what makes you happy, you know, and the thing that you being a bit disconnected or not paying attention to or not going in that direction. I feel like this is the real issue, because this is the present, you know, this is what's going on now for some of you, this resistance, this battle. But I want you to look at the future, the advice, which is the success, if I feel you don't keep having this battle. And I think that's all I think that's all I've got to say. The bottom of the deck energy is Judgment, which fell out at the beginning. So Judgment has found its way to the bottom of the deck again as your energy, or, you know, a theme, after I've clarified the death and the present for you. And as I said to you, it's about second chances, but not just second chances. It's about looking back at what you can take from the past to move yourself forward. So if there is a second chance for you, Aquarius, if there is, you know, an opportunity for a second chance, and you've got an ending underneath that, you've got, look at that, Ten of Swords, yeah, which would be this kind of energy, endings. If there is a second chance, anyway, because that's your top of your bottom of the energy, if there is a second chance, grab it. Grab it, Aquarius. You know, if it didn't quite get off the ground, you know, with death in reverse, if the transformation didn't quite happen, because let's face it, we've been through a lot. We've had a lot to throw us off energy-wise, you know. All the eclipses, definitely Mars in our sign in retrograde, our ruling planet Saturn going retrograde, you know, and Saturn in retrograde, although Saturn is discipline, obstacles, learning, you know, whooping your ass, that kind of thing, when it's in retrograde, we feel it internally, you know, we feel it within us because it's our ruling planet. So it's not as if I can't see why maybe this transformation didn't quite happen. That was on the cards for you last month, because there's been a lot of energy to throw Aquariuses off, not just Aquariuses but Leos as well, because there are opposite signs that have been experiencing the eclipses with us this year. You know, it's been us and Leo. So, but now there's no excuse, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's no excuse now, Aquarius, because Saturn is direct on the 6th. New moon. Was it the 6th? Let's just check. What did I write down here? Don't want to give you the wrong date. Yeah, it is the 6th. So Saturn is direct on the 6th. Okay. New moon on the 9th. Mars direct in our sign on the 10th. So the very, very start of the month is the ideal time to get back on track and reconnect with your contentment, your heart's desire, your wish, you know, whatever would mean stability to you, and to nurture it. Okay, Queen of Cups, have it, you know, get her to be upright, to nurture it, to pay attention to it, to be in tune with it, rather than it being in reverse, and, you know, as it shows, like a disconnect between the two. Anyway, okay, let's get you an angel card. Let's see. So, what's the message for Aquarius spirit? What does Aquarius need to know? Oh, just had something flip. Be positive. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so your card is the flower Bromeliad, because this is the flower deck. Bromeliad, I think that's pronounced, or Bromeliad. And the card is be positive, and it says your thoughts can shape your experience. So be sure to focus on the positive. Your thoughts can shape your experience. So be sure to focus on the positive. And you know, as an Aquarius myself, all we do is think. All we do is think. We are the thinkers, us and Sagittarius. We are the intellectuals of the zodiac. We think. We are the air signs. So, you know, thinking, mental thoughts, it's us. It's our energy. We are in our mind. Sometimes we're so far in our mind that we disconnect with our heart, which is, you know, what could have been what happened here. A disconnection with what's truly going to make you happy. You know, so positive thinking, Aquarius, positive thinking. Because remember, your thoughts will shape your experience, especially if, for some of you, there is I'll put death upright because this is the way I feel it should be, rather than in reverse. You know, last month it came out upright, and just generally as an energy, you know, death's energy is an energy that you really want upright. You don't really want a struggle with it. You don't really want to not embrace it, you know, because it's good energy. It takes away what you don't need. So be positive, especially if there is transformation happening to you. Okay, what's the affirmation for Aquarius spirit? What is Aquarius? There's too many. What does Aquarius need to know? What's the affirmation for Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising? Okay, cycles. So your message is cycles, Aquarius, and it says, which card? So cycles, we are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, trust this powerful process. Well, there you go. There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Spirits and angels, they never ever see you wrong. And that is your message, Aquarius, okay? Especially with death in reverse, in the present, when really he should be upright, you know. You are becoming, Aquarius. Surrender to your changes, release your fear, and trust this powerful process. And on the card, becoming and powerful, hopefully you can see that, becoming and powerful are the words that are in italics. So they are the key words, becoming, which is you, and powerful. You know, this is a change that needs to happen. And I have a feeling that strongly is a second chance for some of you, quite possibly, or for someone this could be a second chance, so don't miss it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for you, Aquarius. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes. Thank you for all your comments and interactions as well. It's really, really great to hear from you. So, you know, do comment, do let me know how it resonates, let me know how your month gets on. I'm thinking of maybe doing live readings as well at some point. So if you'd like to do live readings, or if you'd like an interaction with a live reading, and you know, you think that's a great idea, drop me a comment, let me know. Thank you for all your support, donations, everything. Thank you so much. All information you need to know is in the description box. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you. I might actually do an extra reading for Aquarius when Saturn goes direct. I think I'm gonna normally I wouldn't. I just do the new moon and the full moon readings for the signs that they fall in. But because you're such a special sign, because it's my sun sign as well, I probably can catch you again around the, when is it, the 6th? It's the 6th, right? Yeah, it's the 6th. So around the first week of September, you know, I might surprise a little extra reading for Aquarius then, purely because this has come up. And I'd like to see if there's any connection to another reading where there's progress. So have a wonderful month, and I'll see you soon, Aquarius. Take care. Bye-bye.